Hello, everybody. Let's learn today about evaluation of health services. In this classroom, you will learn about what is evaluation. You will also learn about some of the basic steps in how to conduct an evaluation. Now, evaluation could focus on either the various programmatic features, such as the processes or the services or the projects or even the conditions or the various programs. Or you could be focusing on the processes, inputs, impacts, outputs, efficiency, effectiveness, and outcomes, which are the various aspects or features of a service or program. When is evaluation desirable? You might ask. Evaluation can either be retrospective, that is, after programs have been functioning for a little bit, or prospective, which is used when a new program is being introduced. Prospective evaluation identifies the ways to increase the impact of a program on the clients. It can also describe the program's attributes and identifies how to improve delivery mechanisms in order to be more effective. So let's examine some differences between prospective and retrospective evaluation. Prospective evaluation determines what ought to happen and why, whereas retrospective evaluation determines what actually happened and why. Formative evaluation. What is it? This refers to the evaluation of the components and activities of a program other than their outcomes. So you're looking here at the structure and the process evaluation. Or summative evaluation, which is the evaluation that focuses on the outcomes. It evaluates the degree to which a program has achieved its desired outcomes or any other positive or negative outcomes that may have resulted from the program. So one could conduct formative or summative evaluations either prospectively or retrospectively. Here are the questions that each kind of evaluation would be dealing with. The formative evaluation looks at the inputs and the activities. So, a prospective evaluation would be asking, what should the program's inputs be and why? Or what should the program's activities be and why? Similarly, a retrospective evaluation that is conducted to look at the inputs or the activities, that is a formative evaluation, would be asking what were the program's inputs and why, or what were the program's activities and why. When conducting a summative evaluation, you're focusing on outcomes. So, prospective evaluation would be asking what should the program's outcomes be and why, whereas a retrospective evaluation would be asking what were the program's outcomes and why. As you can see, prospective evaluations can produce monitoring strategies, whereas retrospective evaluations often benefit from the monitoring strategies that were followed during the program. Now let's look at who conducts an evaluation. It could be either an internal evaluation or a self evaluation. In this case, people within the program sponsor, conduct, and control the evaluation. It could also be an external evaluation in which someone from outside the program would act as the evaluator and control the evaluation. Let's examine the 5 phases of evaluation now. The 5 steps or phases of evaluation are as follows. The first is planning the evaluation. Next, we would select the appropriate methods of evaluation. Once you've identified the methods, one would go about collecting and analyzing information. And then we would report our findings. And finally, phase 5 is implementing the recommendations of the evaluation. Now let us look at the first phase, planning the evaluation. The first step while planning our evaluation is to determine why the evaluation is being conducted. What is the purpose? Based on that, we decide on the type of evaluation. Next, we decide who conducts the evaluation. What is the constitution of the evaluation team? Then, this team reviews the existing information either within the program documents or based on the monitoring information or any other additional source of information that would be relevant to the evaluation. Now list the relevant information sources. Use this information to describe the program and then assess your own strengths and limitations. Once you've planned the evaluation, let's look at how to select the appropriate evaluation methods. Now, there can be multiple types of evaluation. The first is the process evaluation that looks at how well the program was delivered. Or one could be conducting an impact evaluation, whose objective is to identify the difference that the program made. Or an economic evaluation, which asks if the benefits of the program justify the costs. Now remember to make sure that your evaluation goals and objectives are SMART. What do we mean by SMART? Your goals should be specific. They should also be measurable. And we've already learned about some of the ways of making your objectives measurable using indicators. It's also very important to make sure that your goals and objectives are achievable within the constraints of your program. Also, the goals and the objectives need to be relevant to the context of the project. And it's also important to make sure that your evaluation is time-bound. Next, we should decide on the appropriate evaluation design. Then, identify the tools or the indicators that could help measure the project. Next, develop an evaluation schedule that includes the budget. Finally, conducting the evaluation and collecting the data. Now let's look at some examples of what might be the various questions for evaluation and the sub-questions. Here are some sample questions. What might different stakeholders in a program want to know? For example, the clients of a program might want to know, does this program provide us with high quality service? Whereas the staff who are implementing the program would want to know if this program provides our clients with high quality service. The program managers would ask, does this program provide our clients with high quality service? Similarly, the funding bodies would also ask if this program provides its clients high quality service. Note that all four stakeholders might be similarly concerned with high quality service for the clients of the program. But notice how the sub questions might be different depending on the stakeholders. The clients might wonder, are some clients provided better services than other clients? If so, why would that be? The staff might be interested in wondering if there are any changes that they might make in their work as individuals or teams to improve the processes and outcomes of the program. The program managers are likely to be concerned with ways in which the program could be improved or the activities might be changed in order to improve the processes and outcomes. The funding bodies are likely to be concerned if the program is cost effective and what changes in the funding or the level of funding should be made in this program. Based on the questions of evaluation, we then decide the evaluation design. There are multiple types of designs of an evaluation program, including ongoing service or program evaluation that evaluates the service or program on an ongoing or periodic basis. One could also be conducting end of program evaluations or impact evaluations. One might also use spot check or desk evaluations. The next step is to develop an evaluation schedule. Remember to include the budget. Here are some templates or examples of an evaluation plan that includes schedule, the responsible party who is conducting the evaluation, the various tasks, the methods of evaluation. In this classroom, you learned about the basic concepts related to evaluation. You also learned some of the steps in conducting an evaluation. Then you learned how to plan an evaluation and create a schedule for the evaluation. See you back in the course.